They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
must reign.
Why do you think China did it so fast? Because they're a father-led patriarchal country. That they're not a feminist country. Okay, they're not a. The feminism doesn't exist there. Okay, they don't all.
Hey, what's going on, BGS?
What's up?
Hey, brother. I came up, man. I know I'm not the other guy that asked to get on your link, but I came up to give you your flowers, man. And this first time I was ever able to speak to you.
Okay,
And
what's
tell
up?
you what an amazing job, man. You've been doing. I ain't gonna hold you up too long, but man, we need brothers like yourself. They got this wisdom, knowledge, and this understanding about the different cultures and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, because I've traveled overseas myself, and I used to be one of these brothers that believed in the pickup game, the numbers game in the United States. It's just what you said earlier. You said these guys are egotistical maniacs, right? That's all it pretty much is, man. There is a difference in the culture. Don't let nobody discourage you guys and say that if you're traveling overseas and whatever you're doing, whether you're tricking or whether you're dating normally, whatever you're doing, getting married, don't let nobody tell you that that's less because you didn't meet the chick from the United States, as if the chick from the United States is supposed to be better than other women from other countries or stuff like that. They just try to trick your mind into staying here and to spending your resources. And I'm gonna pass the mic back to you and see what you got to say about all that. Maybe you can go further into details about the differences.
Okay. The thing is, okay, SYSBM exists because there's differences in the women here in culture. Okay, a black woman don't act like a white woman. A white woman don't act like an Asian woman. That's just here, where they're all raised the same. We're raised in the same society. Okay, how can you actually take that to a different country and a different culture? Doesn't make sense.
Well, let me ask you one more thing before I get out, BJs. What do you have for those? I call them game Negroes that want to tell the average black man, "Hey, man, she slept with me because I got this mythological game." But what they're not doing, they're not telling you that she slept with him because he automatically fits her prototype. Like, let's say within this culture, a lot of ABWs might like a man that's tall. She might like a brother that look a certain gangster way or whatever it is, however she was raised, right? What that guy does is he tells a lie to the guy that he feel don't have experience with women, and he tell you all that, hey man, there's this magical game. I spit the game at her. That's how she did what I wanted her to do. He's lying. She did. He's lying. He's lying. She just wanted to do that.
What I'm saying, him putting the tats on and wearing certain kind of clothes and getting in the gym and having a certain kind of vernacular, that's game. Okay, he's fitting a prototype. He's selling himself to the market, right? That's game.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all that is part of game, and Rom calls it body game, right? Working out, getting muscles, tats. Basically, the Mac's been doing that shit for 50 years. So how do you get women to pay you? Okay, you have to look the way they want you to look. They're paying you to be in their presence. It's the reversal of a hoe or a prostitute. Okay. That's game. Okay. Homosexuals do it because they with fat chicks, because their fat chicks are lonely and they need a man in the house for protection. So she pays him by taking care of him. That's an exchange. Okay. What do women love? Women love to be entertained, right? Okay, so if game is basically entertaining females, so they'll reward you by what? With sex, which I think anything past 1 or 2, you need to get paid for it. That's why. So all them game guys, I said, okay, you banging all these women. How much money do they give you? If you're not getting no money according to the max, then anything past 3, basically you actually what is it?
Concubine.
You're unpaid prostitute. Concubines get taken care of. You're an unpaid prostitute. That's what you are. It's like a chick sleeping around, getting over coochie and not getting nothing for it, right? You're slinging dick, you're slinging charisma, you're slinging entertainment, and what are you getting for it? Pussy? Really? That's payment to you?
Well, that's what these niggas are trained to think. That's all they want. You know what I mean?
That's why they get mad at me. Okay.
Yeah. You're supposed to only want that. That's all you need.
Yeah, okay. If that's all you need, and you know, same thing. If a woman said, if a woman that slept around for dick said that same thing, a group of women would, they'd all laugh at her, right? You ain't getting for your pussy,
Big
right?
fact.
Yeah,
Big fact.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when I say the same thing to men, they get mad at me. Oh man, I said, if all you want to get paid in pussy, Mac would tell me, would laugh at me, man. How many women you got? You got 5, okay? How many you paying? None? You just, nigga, you giving away dick. What are you giving away dick for, okay?
He's a free dildo.
You're free. If dildos don't entertain, do they? And with a dildo don't do no work. She got to do the work with her dildo, okay? You doing all the work.
Yeah.
And half these guys are taking these chicks out. It ain't free.
That's another thing they lie about, BGS. I ain't mean to cut y'all, brother. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna get off. I'm sick of these guys lying too. Like, okay, now I've had some experiences myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are chances where you can meet a woman who's naturally into you and she just come home. Yes, I've had that. That's true, right? But what a lot of these guys aren't telling the truth about is the time that they spent, and I'm talking about the dope boy on the block too, the time he spent kissing the chick ass to get her back to the crib, the money that he probably shelled to catch the attention of the chick, depending on what kind of chick it is. Like, what they do is they lie to the average guy that they know don't have no experience with women, and he makes it seem like he's this grandiose guy, that he knows a magic word that the rest of society doesn't know, and she jumps when he say jump. And I say to that, this is what I say to that. This is how you know those guys lying. If this stuff existed, if these guys are so suave with these women, how come he can't use those same words to get off child support? How come he can't use those words when she's ready to divorce and take half his stuff? If you know there's a special word that controls the human female mind, why can't you use that same exact word to make her not take half your house? Why can't you make her leave and let her keep all your assets and your money with you?
Let's get something straight about dope boys. I did a whole bunch of ex girlfriends of dope dealers, okay? And they give you the game, right? Ask that dope dealer how much money he spends per month on his bitch. They'll give you the answer. And that dope dealer is dropping $4,000 or $5,000 a month on that bitch, okay? You drop $4,000 or $5,000, you drop $4,000 or $5,000 on any bitch. Guess what's gonna happen? She's gonna go with you. 90% of chicks are gonna go with you. You gonna drop that kind of money? They're gonna follow you around. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Okay, and guess what's going to happen? You drop that kind of money on her, her girlfriends are going to be looking to get in, be next in line.
But see, they lie to the common guy and make it seem like I said, it's a lot of lying. I don't like the fact that those dudes lie to other men that don't have no experience and make it seem like it's some mythological shit that they're not even doing. That it's more to it than what they're really doing. You know, I hate that they do that.
Why you think I've been here 11 years and none of them dope dealers and them kind of cats jump up on my panel talking that shit to me? Because I know the fucking game, okay? I know the game. I know the guys that get paid. I know the guys that pay, okay? Basically, dope. Why you think women, with the modern women, okay, they've gotten over the embarrassment? First thing they want is a dope dealer or a scammer. Why? Okay? Easy access to money, okay? And them guys won't be around very long. That's all it is. Same thing with an athlete, okay? Well, I don't like the NBA guys that don't need to spend that kind of money on chicks, okay? Okay, because you're an NBA athlete, then you get free pussy. Why are you spending money on pussy?
Crazy.
You didn't spend, when you was in middle school and high school, you didn't spend no money. You didn't have the money. You was getting all kind of pussy. Why when you get to the pros, you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on pussy that you don't need to spend on? Makes no sense, does it? All you gotta do is show up at a bar. All you gotta do is show up behind a rope and invite a chick up. Okay, she gonna hang out with you for the lifestyle. Anyway, go ahead, Gabar.
Hey, BJS, how you doing, boss?
Okay, you want a link for what?
Oh man, first and foremost, I think you might be a little shadow banned or something along those lines because I did not get a notification.
I put it up late. I put it up late, but I am shadow banned. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I hopped in and I made it as far as you showing some examples in China, right? And I immediately was like, no, I gotta hop in because you know how your guilty pleasure is listening to them cheating stories?
Yes.
My guilty pleasure is watching them from time to time, watching them Chinese dramas.
Yeah.
And I came to realize that, you know, they go back almost 2 decades, and I'm convinced they've been making a concerted effort to fight the simp culture that's been rising in China.
Yeah.
Fight the feminism, and I mean concerted as in the government's involved, because every drama is the same thing over and over. He was simping, he was simping, he was simping, and then he found he just grew balls. You know what I'm saying? And all of it, end of the story, don't simp. You know what I'm saying? So I was just talking about this with my wife a few days ago, and you come up with this lesson. I had to testify, man. I see the difference here. We let it ride. I think maybe they're starting to turn the page on it. Over there, they've been fighting it for like 10 years at this point, and they're feeling
the Asians don't tolerate that shit, man. They leave
yeah,
alone.
Yeah.
Okay. The Japanese, according to protocols, they did it because it was necessary for the economy. But after a while, they stopped doing that shit. Okay, and the Koreans don't even play that shit, bitch. We're actually gonna import women.
Yep.
China's doing it now. Okay.
I think one thing they've noticed is they see what's going on over here in the West, and they're not liking what they see. They're seeing the it's spread over there, and they're like, we're gonna go ahead and nip that in the butt, because it destroys societies. You know what I'm saying?
It does. The thing is, it took 150 years to actually socialize us to get to this point. It just didn't happen overnight.
Oh yeah, okay? Oh yeah. They're just learning. They're learning from us.
And basically, and I was arguing with this about to a chick about feminism. Okay, feminism did not start with the elite. It actually started with the working class women in the factories. Okay, they left their husband and wanted to take their kids, but the thing is, they couldn't take their kids because of the patriarchy, right? Okay, okay, and that didn't get resolved until Caroline Norton in 1839. Which is the 10 years doctrine, right? Was first 7 years belonged to women, and then in America they increased it to 16 years. In other words, till the kid became an adult.
Yeah.
Best interest of the kid is the tender years doctrine of the Court of Chancery. Okay.
Well, now it sounds like that's starting to get challenged in the courts.
It is because we dug that shit up.
Say that again. Say that again.
Me and Green Gorilla actually dug this. We found an article about that, about the Court of Chancery and the end of the patriarchy, the end of the law of the father, right? So that shit actually showed it in court documents where this shit actually came from, right? And guys in that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So now it can be challenged in court. Just the family court is separate from the regular legal procedure, right? You can't sue and all that kind of shit. That's the Court of Chancery, which is a separate court for family matters than for women and children. Okay, so I come to this. I keep telling men that the children don't belong to you; they actually belong to the state, which is something the French said a long time ago. Children belong to the state. You get parental rights granted to you by what? The state.
Yep. You're just raising them for us.
Well, it was part of the society, so they give you rights over your children. But at any time, they can actually come get your kids. Okay.
Yeah.
And the best interest of the kid is to determine the best interest of the kid is given to the mother. Okay. And men can't do anything unless they do what? Stop participating. That's why MGTOW was such
exactly. Yep.
That's what MGTOW was about. We don't like these laws. We don't like the unfairness of the marriage and family courts. So the easiest way, what is it? What did it say? Basically the best way not to lose is what? Not to play the game at all, right? That's big. We're not going to play the game at all. Okay.
And that's why they started trying to rewrite the rule. They're seeing the lack of participation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? What do they call it in Asia? The line flat or something like that. They see similar
in China, laying flat, and I'm going to participate in society because there's no benefit to men to participate, right? So they lay flat. I'm going to do the bare minimum to survive. Okay.
Exactly. I mean, look, like I work with a lot of what do you call them, bachelors, right? And I have been culturated to want a family, have my kids, and so on and so forth.
Right.
But when I think about my income, how much of my income is dedicated to them versus come to me? Maybe a fifth of it comes to me, right?
Yes.
But for them, these men, they got a 1-bedroom apartment. They're making the same amount as I make.
Yeah.
They're living comfortably. They're just stacking. Like I told you, in the airline industries, we got cats that'll work hard for like 2 months straight. Yeah, and then take 3-4 months off. Overseas somewhere.
I've found that somebody told me that he works at, I think it was Horowitz. I can't remember who. I think it might have been Compassionate. I can't remember who told me that. Where you have guys that pick up a trade, HVAC, welding, whatever. It works 6 months, and it takes 6 months off in like Colombia or something like that. And it'll live good. Okay.
And the society hurts from that. You know, the social network hurts from that. So they need that's why they want to fix things up so they can get people back invested. But I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
If they did it, if they started like 20 years ago, like China, maybe they would have been somewhere else.
There's a lot of MGTOWs. I think Salmon was one of them that either want to have a surrogate or actually want to have a kid overseas and not bring a woman back.
Yeah.
So it would be, which is why they're trying to get around that, having international child support laws. They try to do this. They did that shit in Japan. So even that is starting to break down. So you got to be really careful about how you do that, because eventually America will find a way to make you pay. So
they'll pull they'll pull a Sweden and stop allowing you to import.
Yeah. Exactly. Why you think Sweden don't allow you to import chicks no more? Right? Okay.
Yeah.
They see what's happening in Korea, see what's happening in China, right? They don't want that to happen. So the women stepped in. That's why
the women stepped in, but what are they doing about the single mother rate growing in that? What do they call that? The Nordic North or whatever? What are they doing about that? All them single mothers in Finland, Sweden, and Norway. What are they doing about that? Not a thing. But they don't want you bringing in someone else.
And they have to support. The thing is, single mothers have to be supported by the state. Okay.
Yeah. And the state needs the men to pay the bill.
Yeah. Well, they do. Otherwise, what if men don't participate? What's going to happen to the whole society? It's going to collapse.
Yeah.
What's going on right now?
Hey, but look, BJS, I appreciate you allowing me to come up. I'm definitely going to show you some love for this. I just had to get off my chest because that was crazy coincidence.
Like I say, China is not a feminist country. It's a matriarchy. It's a very strong, highly composed patriarchy. Okay, it always has been, and they don't play. They don't play that shit. Okay, if shit gets out of hand, the men will change their law in a heartbeat. Okay,
no lie.
They don't play. They don't play.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I need to get back to watching the rest of your live because I stopped like maybe 30 minutes in. So.
Okay.
All right. You take care. I'm gonna make sure I show you some love, brother. Take it easy.
A wino asked me when I turned 16, would you make a deal with the devil? I said no. He said, then let the pussy go. Never let the pussy get good to you. And marry it. That is true. You should never marry for sex. Tunnel Runner, what's up?
What's up, brother? What's up?
How's my favorite dirty foot, Jose?
Doing very good. Doing very good. Just enjoying. Just came home from work. Came home to a bowl of chicken soup.
Oh shit.
And some beet juice and some homemade cornbread. So I'm doing very well. Enjoying my day off. Just came off work and everything is doing good. Everything's going good. She's up there studying her English.
Okay.
So after she finished cooking for me.
How's your English coming?
It's coming. She's surprised. Some days she's good, and other days she's messing up. So but it's coming along.
Oh, it's coming along. Okay, she'll get there. Big Trick, you got your camera on. I see your babies. We can't show your babies on camera though.
Oh yeah, no, I was just showing you.
Okay.
They like sleeping in bed together, even though it takes them an hour to go to bed because they keep on playing.
Oh well, let them wear themselves out, man.
Yeah.
Pedestrian uphill tax.
Yeah, I think these guys are trolling. Everybody knows the original MGTOWs. Mm-hmm. When you look back at the videos, most of them were divorced guys or guys that had children and didn't get married, and they had no form of custody or relationship with their kids.
Yeah.
Because what's the word when the woman gaslit them in court, pretty much. Yeah. And so that's what they were battling for. So it's against the social contract that the state is delivering and the contract with the state.
Yeah.
But I know y'all you don't see eye to eye with them, but Marcus, keep it 100, added something.
Okay.
What we're seeing now, because original MGTOWs, I would say more aligned with Gen X more.
Not really. The Gen X MGTOWs were ahead of the game Okay, they actually align more with Gen Z, believe it or not.
All right. Well, what I'm saying, where it started from, more late boomers, more Gen X
Yeah.
into like millennial. Now, what we see is because of this economy and how the math works, you have more incels that haven't experienced being married or
They're not
having
in.
children.
What
That
what are incels? Involuntarily celibate.
celibate.
Okay.
Yes, and
Most of these guys are not involuntarily celibate.
yes, and that's what's taking place. And what's happening is incels are saying they're MGTOW are red pill, but they're incels, and
No,
they're
no.
within our, they're
Okay.
saying it.
Okay.
The young
Okay.
guys,
Remember,
and that's what they're trying to make it look like. But they're not MGTOW.
You know the socially awkward guys that cannot even talk to women and look women in the eye. Okay?
Spectrum.
On the spectrum. Okay, those are incels. Okay.
Yes.
They cannot connect socially with women or even people. Right. It's very difficult.
Yes.
I forget the guy that killed all those people back in California back in 2014. I actually did a video on him. I can't remember his name. Okay. Though that guy is an incel, he cannot connect with women. Okay. He's involuntarily celibate. He cannot socially connect with women. Most of these guys out here are not involuntary celibate. Okay. They're those are MGTOWs. Okay. A lot of
but what's happening commercially is they're trying to make it seem like MGTOW, incel are all within the same branch, and they're not. They're separate.
It's because incel became a slur against men. So that's why they use it. Okay. Yep. Most black men are not gay. How come black women call you gay? It's because it's a slur, but they won't call a gay man gay. Okay, it's a slur. Okay, it's a slur to actually slag a slur of whole group of men. Okay,
and that cooperating to their social ideals.
To their social ideals. Yeah, that's why. Okay, that's why it takes places like this to actually identify what's a MGTOW and what's an incel. MGTOW is too dangerous, okay? Because MGTOW they don't have an answer for, but incel they do. You can shame a man with incel. You can't shame a man with MGTOW. They tried, but it didn't work. In fact, more men became MGTOW. Most of these guys are voluntarily celibate. They don't want a girlfriend. They don't want to get married. They don't want sex is too expensive. They could do it if they wanted to pay. They want to go through the whole ritual of doing that shit. They could do it. They could pay for it. They could go overseas and get it. Okay, they don't have to be celibate. Why are they doing it? It's voluntary. So that's between an incel, which they brand people, and a MGTOW. I used to binge on Sandman MGTOW. I got tired of Sandman stealing my content though. I used to binge on Sandman's content. Yeah, Sandman used to steal a whole bunch of my content. That Marifa, salute BG escalator tax to go get some Firestone sandals after this. Dr. Marifa, okay. After that Qatar thing, man, this shit is blowing the hell up, man. People are going nuts. What's going on in the UN, man? They talk about moving the UN out of the United States, man, because they can't stand the United States running that shit, man. You know, and I know that you're connected, so man, keep me abreast, man. This shit is going ballistic, man. Okay. With the UK, France, all this shit's going ballistic, man. This shit's going faster than I actually thought it would. So keep me abreast.
I'm loving watching all the protests.
Oh man, well, you haven't seen nothing yet. The shit that's going on in was it? And I'm late. No, in the Orient. What country is that? Where they actually Gen Z's actually going nuts and burning shit down.
In Africa, right?
No. It's in Asia.
Indonesia.
No, it's not Indonesia. It's another country. I can't remember the name of it.
Was it France? You talking France?
No. It's in Asia.
Oh, Asia. I don't know.
It's Gen Z protests where they're burning shit down. I can't remember the name of the country. Okay, but they're burning shit down. Okay, and that's what's getting ready to happen with Gen Z. When Gen Z can't work and can't feed themselves, they're gonna go nuts. Okay, it has nothing to do with women or being lonely, seeing as I can't eat, I can't buy a house, I can't live on by myself, blah blah blah. They're gonna go nuts, and you motherfuckers are stealing. Okay.
Right. What I was coming to address was I said that MGTOW started in the 15th century, and on their website, when they had it, when they had their website, so they said all the inventors who were part of MGTOW and their statements, yeah, and it says on their website at the time before the feminists took it down, that MGTOW started in the 15th century by a group of bachelors.
Bachelors have been around for a long time, but the MGTOW.
Yeah, we know that. I'm saying it was started in the 15th century.
You had bachelors. You had bachelors in Greece and Rome, man. That's not new. Okay.
No, I'm not saying it's new. Dead. I said it was started by a group of bachelors who didn't want to be part of the system. Then
that's not new. That's not okay. That I understand that the ambiance and the behavior has been around for a long time. That's not new, okay?
No, but people.
BGS, they said it's Naples.
BTS, people think that MGTOW started when YouTube started or whatever.
It did.
No, it's been around.
UK. Listen to me, okay?
It was set up by a group of white men.
UK, you're going to have to listen more than you talk. I know in Britain, you guys talk over each other. That's common, okay? In the United States, we actually don't do that shit, okay? MGTOW as a movement started in 2011, okay? As a movement. It was very small then, okay? Bachelorhood has been around forever, okay? Now the behavior has been around forever, but the movement didn't start till 2011.
No, the movement was around before that.
No, it wasn't.
It was. In the 15th century, if they started if that website come back again, you'd see that it was put on it. That it was started on the 15th century, so they were lying then.
It's like saying socialism started in Greece or something like that. Okay, maybe the behavior did, but the thing is, the actual movement did not. Okay, you can't retroactively put a movement someplace as to a different time period. Okay.
It did, and I stick by what I said, and it told you all the inventors who were MGTOW and their statement.
Your Stoics were doing the same shit in Rome, man. It's not new, but the movement itself, the branded movement itself, started in 2011. Okay, now they can retroactively say, "Oh, it's actually started in 15th century." No, it didn't. They're doing that shit. They've been doing that shit. It's not new.
Yeah, I seen the first MGTOW videos, and they were at courthouses, and they got laughed out of there pretty much.
Yeah, they did.
People couldn't comprehend because people are socialized to believe certain things.
Even the MGTOWs didn't believe it would spread. Okay, me and Stardust, which is Thinking Ape now, we had a big blowout behind that shit. It needs to be a private club because it's not going to spread, and most people won't accept it. I said, bullshit, man. I said, this will actually get legs. As young kids start to get disillusion, it's going to start to spread because the environment is going to make it spread.
2011 was an interesting time, too. People were experiencing, like I said, I saw Gen Z kids, parents getting divorced left and right. And that was the beginning of, Obama and paying off the banks and people losing their jobs, losing their homes. And there was so much chaos that it wasn't a primary focus, I would say. Even though people knew it was proactively happening, they didn't have the verbiage for it because we were just now getting smartphones, getting connected to the extreme that we are now.
I mean, the thing I try to be, okay, I try to be on my channel is be historically accurate as I can. Okay, don't put a movement in some place where it does not belong. Okay, socialism didn't come about until 1762 with Rousseau and the social contract. That's the beginning of socialism. Okay, even though the tendency go all the way back to what's his name? They talked about the overarching state. Can't remember his name. Okay, feminism didn't start until 1804. Okay, in as far as protests. Okay, Even though other people have talked about that, like 2 centuries earlier. The thing is, you can't start you can't. Movement will happen when it happens. You can't retroactively place a movement someplace. The ideas might have been there, but the movement wasn't there. Okay, ideas have been around for a long time about bachelorhood. That's why they call it bachelorhood. So I call them bachelors. In fact, you go back to Rome. They had the bachelor tax goes back to what, Rome and Greece. It's not new.
Yes.
Okay.
I like looking at the Prohibition era because it's when you watch those Christian conservative mothers. I forgot. I think it's called Christian conservative. What is it called? The Christian conservative mothers are.
What about them?
But they're the ones that basically took away brothels, alcohol, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Why do you think they did it?
They said we want our husbands to be at home with us, conversating with us. But they go to brothels and then they come home drunk and just look at our asses.
And so you think brothels and bars are free?
No, they're not free.
So where some of the marital resources go when the brothels and the bars are open?
It went to the 10% of women.
Exactly. That's why they wanted to close. It's economics. Yep. And MGTOW started in 2010, 2012, 1500s, bro. Well, yeah, I know. But the thing is, black people are especially bad at this, man, about trying to retroactively paint something and name something that shouldn't be named. I'm just going to say it. It's supposed to be true. It's not true. Okay. Trust and believe. I've been in MGTOW long enough, around enough, going back and forth with these people for years. Okay, for years, going back and forth with the documents they put up. Okay, so I've been in the thick of the stuff. I hadn't just been an observer. I've been in the thick of it, going back and forth with people. I had shit stolen from me by Sandman and a few others. Okay, for years.
Oh yeah, Sandman still stuff. I used to listen to him in like 2017. I thought it was just funny, and I understood what he was saying because I was a black guy, and I've seen shit because I'm a military brat. The guy's off himself and everything, and so I used to listen to him, and he had a black brother in the room, and it almost sounded like he grabbed his wrist and told him to be quiet when it came to race. And I said, "Oh, I see now why they look at things like they do," and I stopped pretty much listening to Sandman.
Yeah, no, brothers were not going their own way in the 1970s, bro.
Nope.
I was a teenager in the 1970s. Brothers were not going their own way. Okay, they were not. Even back in 1970, most black men were married. Up until men stopped getting married in like the mid 80s, when crack came in, when these women went off the rail. You go back and look at the stats.
BGS, the funniest one that they stole from you, GG, and a few others is when they said gynocracy.
Oh yeah.
Afro-American come up with the exact date.
Oh my God.
1521.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Where did the acronym MGTOW come from? The movement started in 2011, bro. It wasn't in the 15th century, okay?
Yeah, what are they trying to like compare similarity to something like Rome when the guys
in other words, okay, we have something similar. The idea started or came about, okay? Ideas can come about, okay? The ideas about the vote started in England in the 15th century. It didn't come about even in England until the 19th century, okay? You cannot place a movement. Okay, you can't place a movement until the movement actually comes about. Okay, you can't say these small group of guys started a movement. No, they didn't. Okay.
Yeah, you can use similar philosophies from the prior years and historic. That's what we're built on.
Democracy as a concept was in Greece. Okay, 3,000 years ago. It didn't come about until what? Until the fucking 18th century. As a movement. So go pee, bro, wake up and understand your questions or who you are. I don't go back to hospital university. Y'all stop, okay? Y'all stop. We all be nice, okay? And the link is in. If y'all want to argue, the link is in. If y'all want to argue this shit. The thing is, I was part of the movement, okay? And they will tell you who the fathers of the movement actually are. It wasn't people in the 15th century. Okay. The idea may have come about if you read back there. Most of these cats didn't live in the 15th century. There is no thread that leads from the 15th century to the modern day 2011. There's no thread. If you can find a thread that actually links a movement from the 15th century up until now, please show it to me.
Hey, BGS, can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
BGS is right.
If you can come up with documentation that lead me with a thread about MGTOW, it's the initial point and what the movement actually kept going up until 2011. Please show it to me, and I'll agree with you.
Now back then,
movements just don't go away. Okay, they continue until they realize their goals. Okay. Feminism. Most women don't even know what the fuck feminism is. They just said it showed up one day. Somebody taught it to them. There's actually a thread where feminism actually started. Okay, it started with the Industrial Revolution, according to the social contract. You go back and look at it. You actually spot when it started. Okay, and why it started, and how, and the momentum of how it came about. Okay, there's actually a whole chain of events that caused it. Okay, you actually go back and find it. If you can find the same thing with MGTOW, please do it. Just saying it doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, show me the connection between that those people that said something back then and what's happening right now. Okay, they're two different things. Okay. Now, if you got something, please show me. Okay. You say, go P, you're trying to be respectful. You aren't trying to be respectful. You're trying to be passive aggressive. You clearly have no idea about MGTOW. And we have been in this movement for years and years. Lobotomy reverse it. I'm telling you, as a MGTOW, okay? I used to get a lot of shit for being a MGTOW. As a MGTOW, a current practicing MGTOW, okay? Current practicing MGTOW monk. I'm telling you what the fuck it is. Now, if you're a MGTOW, you're currently a MGTOW, and actually a practicing MGTOW, we can have a debate. Are you a MGTOW? If you're not, it's like I can't argue with Leon about being married because I'm not married. Okay, I ain't arguing with him about his marriage. I'm not married. I can give him advice, but I can't argue with him because he's married. Okay, he's got kids. Okay. I can't argue with that.
I don't believe in 80% of it. So,
well, with black marriages, especially black covenant marriages, man, you throw the shit in the pot for a reason. The family and the marriage and the kids are more important than you and her and what your happiness is. That's the bottom line. Okay, most guys who come into marriage, bitch, just make the shit work. You say off my goddamn nerves. That's what it comes down to for a black man being married, right? I got kids, I got a house, I got bills, I got to make this shit work. And you have to help make this shit work. Make this shit work, stay off my fucking nerves, okay? If you got a problem, speak up. So we got to solve this shit.
You're 15 minutes at night, not 30,
15 is not enough, man. I'm sure
I'm just talking shit.
She's chasing you, but that shit does work, doesn't it?
Yeah, it works.
That's why I said it. And I saved a whole bunch of marriages by suggesting that.
Oh man,
this conversation is like when we try to tell people Jordan is the GOAT, and all people are saying the new basketball keep saying LeBron. Well, that's it. That's their opinion. That's fine. The thing is, you can't quantify two people that are not playing each other.
Not only that, you can't. You have to really look at what Jordan did for the NBA, and that's the conclusion.
Well, the thing is, but there would be no Jordan if there was no Magic or Bird. Okay, there would be no Jordan. Jordan couldn't have done what he done without Magic or Bird first. Magic and Bird changed the whole NBA around. Okay, and then Jordan took it to a new level. But the thing is, there would be no Jordan without Magic or Bird.
Yep, and both of them beat Jordan. So
yeah, well, the thing was, it wasn't Jordan's time. The teams win championships, not players. Just talk to my son about me and my mom's marriage. Work. We know we have issues. We talk about it and work it out. The thing is, just like with your work buddies, just like your family, any of that shit, man. Okay, y'all don't always agree to get along. The thing is, what's the goal? Okay, What's your goal for being? Why did you get married? What is your goal? Okay, your goal, you're getting married. After a while, you know it's not to live happily ever after. That's just not gonna happen. Even before you marry, you know that shit's not gonna happen. Okay, it's not gonna work out well. I'm blissfully happy my whole time with her. Okay, I can stand her. She can work with me. We can actually do things together. Okay, that's why you get married. If I'm wrong, Leon.
Nope. The easiest way to get along with your woman is not to watch the TV show. And then when she's actually annoying, you cut on the TV show that you've been wanting to watch,
Yeah,
and the whole conversation is dead.
Can you tolerate her enough to actually
Just
stay
stay
with her
around.
and stay around and make whatever you think you have work? Okay.
Yep.
Hey,
Like I like to say,
all
the
you got to
easiest
do is
way to do that.
keep feeding me, and I stay happy.
Well, the thing is, in most traditional societies, the women are taught to please their husband, okay, to keep the family together. That's like sex is not as big a deal. I know to keep this dude happy, keep this working, and keep the family functioning. I have to get this dude pussy, okay? They bend over without a complaint. My job is to keep him happy, keep him fed, okay? So he can keep working and keep the family going. That's his job. My job is to keep him happy and take care of him and the family. That's my job, okay? Now, feminism and Western society fucks all that up. Women actually want to be men. They want to be men with the good stuff, not the bad stuff.
Hey, your girl Ebony K. Williams said she is the man she was looking for.
It's obvious, yeah. We knew that.
Yeah, she just came out and said it. There ain't nobody else for me. That's why I'm having this baby by myself. I don't want to divorce a man and have him take my money.
She's replicating her mother. That's why the bus. Yeah. So Yana used the bus driver instance because your mother is a bus driver, but you want to marry somebody like your mother.
Yeah, my mom says she's broken. She's broken.
Who? Ebony K?
That's what my mom
is. Something's wrong with her.
She's not broken. She has a bad personality. She can't get along with people. Even her friends say the same thing, right? When she dates, they say, Ebony, can you shut up for a minute? Because she wants to argue all the time. Okay. She can't get along with a man. Everybody knows that. You're good for two things: being on my arm in a party and spreading your legs. That's it. Other than that, I actually don't want to really be around you. Okay. She is a mean person.
Yep. It's kind of sad when you see a woman, her in her prime, when she was in her prime, very beautiful lady, right? But it's cool to be a mean girl when you're that pretty, but she's a whole nother level of just but damn.
Behind every pretty girl, you're gonna see a man that don't want to be around her no more, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the woman, she doesn't have no compassion for anybody. She's all talking about excellence and all of this stuff, but she doesn't understand that even though at her level, there's still guys above her. So
you got the camera on, Elijah.
So they don't want her. The guys that at her level, because there are other black lawyers, the other black presenters and newsmen, but they don't want her.
She's mean, man. It comes across in her speech that she's mean. That's like she never got married or couldn't stay married. Okay, she's mean. She admits that. I'm not a wife. She admits that. I'm not a good wife.
That's the one good thing about it. So that lets everybody.
But it took her to get to be 40 to actually admit that, though.
Yeah, correct.
But BGS, you don't think that's a broken woman?
No.
Why not?
I got a daughter that's mean, so I know she's born that way.
Ebony's born that way.
Yeah, that's her personality.
Yeah, she's from. How I like to say I like Louisiana women. Louisiana women are so used to running their men anyway, to some level of extent, and it goes over a lot of people's heads. It's like, no, the women really run everything.
They do.
American black females.
No,
No, well, I'm
Louisiana.
talking about Louisiana though.
Louisiana black women, which was one of them,
Yeah.
they do want to run their family. Okay, my mother,
Yes.
I asked to correct my mother today. So, baby, I'm 66. You can't over talk me that way. I'm old. Okay,
Right.
I'm not a 5-year-old. You got to stop. Okay.
Yeah, my people are from Louisiana, and
Oh,
it's
you know what I'm talking about
yeah,
Louisiana women. Then, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But
Louisiana, it's such a different. It's the same thing, but they're just it's different, man.
It is different.
They're
Man,
different.
my people from Sweet Pole, man. I know. Okay.
Mhm.
yeah,
My people from Gulfport. You know,
mine from Minden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They run their, that's the gynocracy. The only bigger gynocracy is Georgia. Okay, is Atlanta.
The only what?
Bigger
Bigger.
gynocracy. Those are bougie gynocrats though in Georgia though.
Hey, you leave my Georgia women alone with their red bottom shoes, making 150,000 still broke.
And letting you know they wearing red bottom shoes too, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Still begging, but still begging.
And still begging them and wanting you to bow down at the same time, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Kind of crap. All right. Got a few more minutes. Y'all jump in. I am a fan of Ebony K. Williams, really. Okay. Good for you. Okay, good for you. Good for you.
And that's
freaky
that's
ass
good
nigga
because
for
Ebony's not even a fan of herself.
She not, Ebony's been a bitch her whole life, man. It's not new.
Yeah, nothing new.
Nothing new.
You can tell that fanboy she's looking to date with her baby. She's looking to date.
She look for it. She want a date, but seeing she knows she can't be in the house with a man, she's a bitch. She knows that. Yeah, you can't tolerate me forever. My fiance told me I have to give you a break. You can't tolerate me 24/7. She was right though.
She's repeating and reliving her mother. She's stuck in that cycle.
Yeah, but her mother doesn't have her personality though.
Right.
Her mother's much more kind and caring than she is.
Right.
That's why she thought she'd never have kids.
Her mother was more just that period of Louisiana history. That's all that was. That's why she was single.
Yeah. That's like Ebony K. Williams didn't know who her father was till she was like 30.
I think she named her baby Liberty or something like that.
Yeah, freedom from
Liberty.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, liberty isn't freedom now.
Liberty
Liberty's freedom.
Not exactly.
Freedom is not what you think it is. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Liberty comes from the Latin word liberi, and that's what the Romans called their children because children are free.
Yes, that's liberty. Yeah, they're free.
Yes.
Okay.
But Ebony's psychological problems is your same-sex parent gives you education, your opposite-sex parent gives you validation, and since her father wasn't present in her life. Okay. She has no validation on her femininity or womanhood.
It doesn't matter, okay? If you're born an evil woman, you're going to remain an evil woman, okay?
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you where it comes from.
That's Ebony's problem. She's not broken. She's just an evil woman. She knows that.
Yeah,
she knows that. She could have been married, had plenty of guys, right?
Right.
And she'll tell you she can't get along with men because she's mean. Okay, she want to run shit. And she said that.
Yeah, that's true. That meanness comes from unresolved issues and
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it does not. I got a baby, little girl. She had no unresolved issues coming out of the womb, did she?
No, I mean in interpersonal relationships.
Does a little girl just born that's mean when she's born have unresolved issues? Does she?
Mean? Does a little say that again?
A little girl that's born mean comes out the womb mean and with her fist balled up. Does she have issues already?
Dang, she came out like that?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That's why I know. Okay, that's her personality. It has nothing to do with her issues. Okay, she's born like that. You met people like that. Okay, they're just mean. They're just born that way. That's their personality. She got a prickly personality. Okay, my baby daughter has that kind of personality. Okay, everybody knows that.
Okay,
that's why I know. Okay, I saw the little girl being born. Okay, coming out the womb. Okay,
you in the delivery room.
Yes, I saw the nurse pull the baby out. Okay,
right, head first.
Head first. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And she's raised the same way the other two raised. The other two don't have that kind of problem. Okay, it's not issues. She's born that way. Everybody knows it. MDK Williams reminds me of my daughter. Okay, she's born that way.
That's why I don't believe in blank slate theory. I don't believe in it. I think kids are born with what their personality. And it shows.
You have two children, right, Leon? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You saw their personalities coming out of the womb, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that blank slate shit is bullshit. You're born with your personality.
Yeah.
Okay?
What is blank? Blank slate. Right.
Yeah.
Like people that adopt kids a lot, they always say like, I want a baby with a blank slate instead of like adopting a kid that's 3. And it's like that's not
not gonna happen.
Yeah. They already have a personality as it develops.
Yeah, and the reason your personality and your environment kind of shape who you are is because whatever as add to it or as you detract from it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's when issues come in. Okay. But
and how they kind of
go ahead.
How they kind of found out about it was they separated twins. And what they found was that the twins did similar things. Like they would wake up and jog. They would have similar drinks and behaviors that they would do. And they were like, okay, so there's a part of environment, then there's a part of, just natural personality.
Right. I mean, how can kids raised in the exact same family have very distinct personalities in the exact same family?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now children listen and learn while they're growing in the womb, and they're affected by that environment.
Come on, man. Come on
what?
Come on, man.
They're more affected by like the hormones that the parents and the stress and that kind of stuff. But that's still not going to totally affect their personalities.
No, okay. Your genes determine what kind of personality you're going to have. Okay, it's your genes. So it's not gonna be. You can actually trace it back to somebody in your family. Okay, your genes determine that shit. And it mixes your gene. Now, your environment can help or hurt it. Okay, it took a lot to actually keep my baby actually being destructive with her personality. She's actually quiet because she's actually very mean. Okay, everybody knows that shit. Okay, she's born that way.
You had to tone her down.
Yeah, you had to tone her down a lot.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, she'd been MDK Williams on steroids. Okay, had to tone her down a lot. But that's her personality. That's why I know.
I got a relative like that. Makes a great lawyer, but not a great wife.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. They're born for certain roles. Okay. But that's their personality. Okay. Otherwise, it wouldn't count for anything. Okay. We all be the same. We're not blank slates. MK Williams is just a mean woman. That's all she is. Okay. That's why she can't get married or stay married. And she knows that. She tried it once. That's why she don't blame him. And you hear it in her tone, the way she talks, okay? How she talks about people. She's mean. Okay?
Yeah. And my personality is an uppity Negro. I understand why all my uncles and my grandfathers left Mississippi because they would have got hung.
Yeah, I would have too.
And it purely connects why I can't endure being in Mississippi. Something about it, I'm too uppity, outspoken, all that.
Oh yeah, you'd be part of the. You would not be able to reproduce. They killed you a long time ago. Yeah. Each pup will have their own personality, right or wrong. Yeah. You see with animals, same thing. Okay, with personalities. Okay, mice, animals, they're all born different personalities. Okay, people. Elephants, okay. It's not something that's uncommon. Things we actually want to philosophize biology. You can't. Oh, this has to do with nature and nurture and how you're taught in your environment and your trauma. Bullshit. Okay. Trauma. Most what they call trauma is just life. Okay. Everything's a trauma. I was spoiled by my mother. That's a trauma. Okay. I went to upscale school. I wanted Jordans instead of Adidas. That's the trauma.
Yeah, that has nothing to actually do with your personality.
No, female shit. Okay. Anyway.
Mm. Hey, greetings, BGS. You know what's crazy about like this past week and a half with Ebony K is
Mm-hmm.
it's just that she's just like you could tell like she's just like when you say she's a wicked, pretty, evil woman,
Yes.
like, and it's so difficult to just sit there and listen to her. So
Mm-hmm.
again, as she says, "Oh, I need a," and you said it like most men would, a real masculine man could not, and she could not be around a masculine man because he's gonna, if back in the day you could put your hands on her, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And even then, I don't think that would break her. I think that she would probably try to take him out, poison
She
him.
would. She,
You
she
know what
would
I'm saying?
poison you. She would
You know
poison
what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah.
Like
She would.
she is that type of woman.
She
You
is.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And she's intelligent, but she uses her intelligence in a negative way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, like I'm sitting here listening to her, I'm like, oh my God, I can't take it because she's so just evil. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And for men, and now these guys like, oh, she's pretty. Well, she was pretty. Now she's the wall. You can see the wall. You can see the wall. And my next point is to the British guy. Like I can tell you, like for the last 10 years, like MGTOW, like 2016, 2015, 2017,
Mm-hmm.
you heard it. So I don't know what he's talking about, the 1500s. Like,
He's talking about one video, one reference, and he basically can't come up with corroborating evidence. Okay.
yeah, and to say what he say, like, bro, prove it. Like he
Yeah, I
can't
know.
prove
I,
it,
I know. I know.
and it's insane. Like you said, like to even listen to those Brits talk, like, oh, I'm from Nigeria, I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, no, you're hit. You know, like that whole culture over there is just
It's different. It's not American. It's not
it's
American.
terrible. Like
That's
one
not
of my
terrible. It's just different, man. It's not bad, worse or better. It's just different. That's
I
all.
know it's different, but BGS, one of my really good friends, and we travel together, like literally.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We travel together, and he's from Birmingham, and
Okay.
he told me what it's like. He's like, bro, it's bad, man. It's bad. It's so bad. And I'm just like, he's like, the women, you can't trust the guys. The guys are snaking. The guys are snaking each other. The women
Mm-hmm.
are snaking the man. And I said, bro, it's the West. So I'm trying to explain to him. And I told
Mm-hmm.
him, like, when you go to South America, it's gonna be different,
Yeah.
right? And he's gone to Asia. He hasn't been to Africa, and he
Mm-hmm.
stayed in Asia for like 2 years, and
Okay.
he loved it. And
Mm-hmm.
now he's back in England, and he does it,
Okay.
and he hates it. He
It it
hates
it
it.
because it's not traditional. You have to adapt to it. If you rock with it, it's fine. If you don't rock with it, you got to leave.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I told him. So right now he's actually training to get into IT and
Mm-hmm.
get his cert so he can get up out of there and
Yeah.
go back to Asia because he found the place where he wants to be.
Yeah.
Like he found the place where he wants to be. They're
Yeah.
very traditional.
Yeah.
He had a lot of success. You
Mm-hmm.
know, for me personally, I have a ton of success in South America.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
know that if I
Shout out
was
to
to,
my dirty foot Jose's. Yeah.
yeah, and again, like you say, a lot of people don't realize it. South America's culture is very similar to America. Like they have again, there's a lot of single mothers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of dirty foot Jose's knocking them down.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
insane. And when I compare it to black culture in South America, I'm like, man, I see it. I
Yeah,
see
and
beautiful.
it's the environment. Okay, it's going to be different. It's going to be operate differently, but saying it's the environment of westernization and Western infrastructure is causing it. Okay,
And and,
good,
and
Mm-hmm.
good.
fun fact,
As soon as you start giving women jobs, starts. Okay,
yes,
yeah,
yes, and and
Extending
and
education.
education, and education,
yeah.
and I see it because I like to
Hmm.
stay in Buenos Aires, in downtown area of Medellin, and
Hmm.
I see more and more feminists. I see these beautiful, I see these Colombian women cutting their
Yeah, yeah,
He, he,
yeah. The
he,
environment,
and
but they're years behind where we are. That's the problem. This shit didn't
yes, they
start to like
are.
20 when I traced it back 2005, 2010, right? It's just on steroids. That's all. That's all.
Hey, to the brother talking about the global south, Brazil. What's the young brother from Dallas, right down the street from me that went to Brazil?
You're
What's
talking
his
about
name?
Austin Holloman?
Austin.
Yeah,
Austin Holloman.
Yeah, Austin.
he's in Kenya. He's in Kenya now, though.
So you remember we did the background check on the lady that wrote the article about him.
Uh-huh.
Her husband owns some industry corn. You know what I'm saying? He produces corn.
Okay.
And
in Brazil.
yes,
Okay.
if you look up that light skinned lady, she's Brazilian. She's married to a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
And when we looked them up, yeah, he has a few corn studios, and they were losing money because of passport bros.
Really?
Yes.
How
How
so?
are they losing money with passport
Oh,
bills?
Like I thought I told you that I thought I sent you the article, then sent you her husband.
No.
Yeah,
But
I'm telling you.
how are they losing money though in
You
porn?
have well, okay. Think about this. The girls only get paid like $10 a scene.
Oh, okay. So basically,
what?
in other words, basically they're ruining the market because the guys are going
Yes,
out dating and bringing up the price. Okay. All right. I get it.
yes.
It makes sense.
And like I said, if you find a light skinned lady, she has shorter hair. She identifies as a
Yeah.
feminist, but she's
Yeah.
married to a white guy that owns studios
Yeah.
that does adult content.
Yeah. The thing is, when American dollars and dollars come into a country, Brazil's they'll nix that in a hurry because white guys bring in more money. Okay, and white guys want to come down there and trick, so they're gonna nix that in a hurry, and which they did. That shit went away. It wasn't even 6 months. The shit went away.
You know what's crazy, BGS, is that when I'm in Colombia, I see a ton of white guys, and they separate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a couple cool ones that are like relatable, cool.
Mm-hmm.
They love, you know what I'm saying? They're friends with everyone. I have a couple guys that I've met like that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
for I say 99% of the white guys that you see,
Mm-hmm.
they're not talking, they're not sharing tips, but you see them coming and going.
No,
It's
because black guys are competition to them. Okay, to their status. That's why they always have been. And the BBC is real, okay? And especially in a white guy's mind, the BBC is real, okay? Can't let a black guy get a foothold into the market.
but for me, it's like the women they've already tasted the chocolate, right?
Hmm.
And it's
Hmm.
over.
It,
And
it,
literally, it's
it,
over. They're
uh,
hooked.
a white guy and a black guy with the same status should probably pick the black guy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're very right.
and that's what's
Because
that's what's happening in Kenya right now with the black passport bros. Okay, in other words, they're starting to take over the markets, which is why the
oh,
white guys are upset.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
yeah.
I did not know that. So you're saying that's why Austin Holloman is eating and like, very successful there, as it's
Yes,
being
in
called.
Kenya. Yeah, he's very famous in Kenya right now. Yeah. And
Wow.
because when they actually meet black men from America, because black men actually trained to serve their women, number one, okay, entertain their women, number two, and deliver sex, okay. That's what women actually want. So, oh, we're gonna rock with these guys. We actually like them better, and there's just not enough of us. That's all. Anyway,
Well, especially with that one guy that said, as he said, "Do not come over here." Blah blah blah. They're average, and I'm just like, bro, most people are average. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
do not come over here if they're average. What's average? Women or
Yeah,
what?
no, yeah. He's talking about the women. That one brother that was over in Asia. That matter of fact, he got stuck in the DR and was begging people for money. I don't remember his name.
Okay. I
Yeah,
mean, okay, you got 184 countries, man. Pick one. If the women you don't like the women in that country, pick another country.
but you know what's crazy is that he's like average, like below average himself. He's
Well, well,
overweight. You know
well,
what I'm
then,
saying?
if you don't like the women there, stay home. You don't have to go nowhere. Stay home.
No, him. I'm talking about him. Me
Oh,
personally.
the thing is, why do you travel for women if you don't like them? Why you spend all that money? Go through all that trouble. You can stay home.
or or have your fans, as he said, like, oh, I didn't pay for the trip. He, his supporters pay for his trip, and I'm
Okay,
just like,
fine. Yeah.
And then
He's a clown, man. He's a clown. Don't even. He's not even worth talking about. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just out there trying to get views. Crazy.
Why put your people on blast like that? Your supporters, you're supposed to thank them, okay, and be humble with that because they're supporting you. They give. If somebody gives me $1, they have to work for that goddamn dollar. I actually appreciate $1. I appreciate $1. They have to work for that shit. I don't take that lightly.
Can I say
and
something?
half of his fans want to see him crash out anyway, so they're not even.
Yeah,
guy's a mess.
He's an entertainer. Okay, go ahead, say something.
Hey, everyone who's listening to this, please support BGS. Hit the Cash App. Send him beer money, burrito money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, BGS, you know man, I support you. I love you. I hit your Cash App.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I appreciate you even allowing me up here. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy that the wrong people are putting out the wrong message about traveling. You know, and the moniker that Passport Bros have out here, or Travel Bros, period. You know, I like to call myself a travel bro.
Don't matter. Yeah.
You know, but
But
I'm out of here.
But the thing is, you're showing the receipts. Okay, people saying that this is not true. Well, I'm here. I'm showing the receipts. Okay, I'm running the experiment. It's true what they're saying. Okay, the good and the bad. Okay, it's not all good.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it's called learning. Okay, it's not all good here. In fact, it's probably more bad here than good. Okay, that's why you left.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though is that recently some of my family was hating on me.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? Because they can't control me.
Okay.
And I was explaining this to my nephew that my niece, that she talks about me behind my back because I travel. And
Okay.
even though she travels, right?
Okay.
She's on a cruise. She's in Mexico, right? And I'm just like, this is insane that as a young black woman, that you're hating on a black man that's twice your age, and then you're doing what he's doing.
No, she's doing what she can't do what you do because she's a woman.
I was going to say that exactly. Black women cannot travel like black men can
No,
travel. It's just can't. They can't do it.
And
when they talk and say about I don't like, that's their that's the way they see it. You can have a totally different experience. You can never take a woman's travel experience because they live a whole different life than men. They're looking there to get resources.
Yeah,
and
women are sellers and men are buyers. Okay,
correct.
You don't want to sell 10 cents on a dollar, but you want to buy 10 cents on a dollar. Same
all
thing.
These women on the internet talking about their bad experiences. It's the reason why they're having some of these bad experiences. They're looking for men to take care of them and treat them and do it, and it doesn't happen for them. But we go over there and we're looking to provide and protect for a woman, and we get results. And they can see that we do it correctly. And the soldiers that went out there first.
The thing is, if you travel to date, you're dating the men in that culture. You're not trying to date men from your culture. Men that travel are not trying to date black women, American black women. They're not. I didn't leave to America to actually do it. I could stay at home and done that. Okay, I'm traveling to actually date women in that culture. Okay, that's the big difference. Okay, you're not trying to date. It's a big difference. Okay,
yeah,
and they're coming over there looking for you.
You got a group of black women in Thailand that are just losing their mind. They cannot find any Thai men. They can't find any black American men. And they are going to, and some of them have to find each other, and then that doesn't work out. So and they have money. They have everything they're supposed to want, but they can't get what they really want.
At least when the white women travel, they have it right. Okay, I know that I have more money. I know I have a superior position. I'm going to pay. Okay, black women actually don't want to do that. Okay.
Yeah, what they established is basically black women are in a vicarious position because they have Western standards, and it's inflated. So if they go to the global South or South America, they might find a guy that they can have sex with. If they go to the islands, they can find a guy that they can have sex with.
Yeah.
But they're not going to find the same level of income. So if they go to Africa, you're dealing with the cops aren't going to be called. But when you go to Europe, they're still not happy they're still not happy because a lot of those places date very egalitarian, you know, and you're going to pay the bills. So
And
Germany, France, these Britain, they'll date black women, but it's like, hey, you're paying half the bill when we go out to eat.
the thing is, they're expecting the same kind of deference from those
Hmm.
men that they get from black men. It's not going to happen.
Yep.
Even in African countries, it's not going to happen. Okay.
Yep.
And you always hear them complaining over in Asia. All they want to talk about is sex. All they want to do is have sex because that's all they want from you. They don't want nothing else from you. They don't want marriage. They want to and right away, quick, fast, in a hurry. That's all they want you for, and so
Yeah.
that's all they can
Well,
get.
all they want you for is your money.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Men accept it. Okay. I'm willing to exchange my money to get what I want, and men don't have a problem with that. Okay.
Total submission. I like BGS. I was just saying. I just got back, like
Mm-hmm.
literally last Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
like last Wednesday, last Thursday. When I was there, it was total submission.
Yeah.
Total submission. It's insane. From a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
I'm dating a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Like a doctor
Yeah.
cooks, clean,
Yeah.
fucks and shuts the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
It's called training. Okay.
it's insane. And yes, comes from a two-parent household. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm not,
you could take a single mother in Latin America is going to be trained the exact same way as two-parent household. The woman's going to come out almost the same. Okay, the mother's going to train her to serve a man. Okay, she is.
it's insane.
Oh, let me tell you, my cousin tried to argue with me, and I said, bro, I said, look at Reg. His wife is Hawaiian. Your wife, your
Mm,
first wife was from the Dominican Republic. Your new wife, yes, she's in her 40s, but we're almost 40 anyway. She's from Colombia. I said, bro, we grew up around black women that lived off post, but you did the same thing I did. Reggie did the same thing. Our other boy did the same thing. All our wives are not FBA 100%. Either either a parent is the dad is black, but the mom is like Japanese or
Mm-hmm.
Korean or a
mm,
Filipino or this. So we're very aware. For some reason, we all selected these type of women.
Yeah, yeah.
So
In terms
so
of,
so
go ahead and finish.
you shouldn't talk negatively about the passport bros because they're proactively doing the same things that your dad did. We just call it expat.
Okay. Rich Turner says, go on and get your neck bone and giblet gravy plate, OG. Appreciate you, Rich. The thing is, we're actually running the experiment, right? And proving what we've been saying is correct. Okay. Nothing to argue about anymore. Okay. It's obvious now. It's on at wax or tape or film, as they say. Okay, the proof is already there. Terrell single-handedly responsible for passport bros blowing up. I saw the video in Brazil, sir. Okay, ah,
yeah, that was me.
okay,
With Charles Tyler.
okay,
In 2015.
yeah,
Like I said, we had to record this. We
yeah.
had to
Oh, I
record
remember
it.
that. I remember that. Yeah,
And she showed like I
Oh,
mean, dude, that like honestly, BGS,
hmm,
I still know that black chick. I know her.
okay,
She's
yeah,
still single.
yeah,
A single mother, two different baby daddies,
okay,
a beautiful body. Don't get it wrong,
yeah.
beautiful body. But everything that's coming out of
She
that
is.
mouth,
She never married one of them, did she?
no.
Okay,
And I'm
why?
talking about, I'm talking about like, man, Lord have mercy, that
Yeah.
ass on her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but then guess what? I go to South America.
Mm-hmm.
I meet a I meet a chick has a job,
Mm-hmm.
traditional, long black hair,
Mm-hmm.
real, no weave,
Mm-hmm.
same ass.
Okay. Uh,
It's crazy.
the woman came down to Brazil and got around you for what? Why was she around you guys?
Cause she felt more comfortable. And she felt comfortable. She was like, "Oh yeah, I can get these guys to give me some attention." Cause again, literally, her friend that was also, it was like five of them. It was five of them, so it was more than just her.
Okay.
They could not get the Brazilian man to sleep with them. Her friend went to the club. We went to the club together,
Okay.
and she could not throw the pussy away. No one wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what it was. I'm like, damn, this is crazy, right? And then one guy was like, hey, he wanted some money. He
Right?
wanted some money.
Yeah, of
And he
course.
told her straight up. And
Yeah,
she
pay
said,
me.
"There's no way I'm gonna pay him." You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
And my dumb ass was giving too much attention to the black chick. You know what I'm saying? With that, it was the ass. I'll be honest with you.
No,
I'll be honest with everyone.
there's plenty of ass in Brazil. It's training. Okay. There's tons of ass.
Familiarity.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Her ass ain't no better than Brazilian women down there. Okay, ain't no better.
And guess what? When I realized that, boom,
Mm-hmm.
I gave my attention to the
And
Brazilian.
you had to deactivate that chip. That's what you had to do.
I did that. I had like once you realize, I'm like, oh man, man, this is a waste of my time.
That's how come they don't want you guys going down there.
They don't.
Yeah.
Like, again, my own family doesn't want me traveling because they want to be in control of me even on that level.
Mm-hmm.
Like my sisters don't talk to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter is the only one that's like freaking happy for me.
It's because they don't want you to infect the other men that are around them.
Oh, it's too late. Like literally, like it's five of us.
That's why they don't. That's why they don't want to talk you to talk to them. Okay. You're gonna spread the infection.
I do.
I'll give you an easier way of understanding.
And we're gonna go about 15 more minutes, guys, and we're actually gonna get out of here. But go ahead, jump in.
Me and BGS already talked about this. So when you take a look at a family and you have a community and y'all are within that, if you have my uncles, they left Mississippi and went to Chicago. That whole branch of his side of the family went into poverty, which they were already in poverty, but you're taking away 4 guys plus my grandpa and putting them in a different state. Those are 5 incomes that you lost within your family tree. That's why women worry about it.
So women who actually like men do well with men. Okay, it depends on the men. Okay, if they're not trained to acclimatize themselves to that men, they won't. Okay, so you can take a woman that does well with men in America and put her into Korea, she won't do well with men.
I definitely got to say, I think I agree with Lion, how Lion basically said it, because that's how it looks in my family now. Because I think I'm probably like the only male who no, actually I'm not even. I don't think we have any more males in my family. I really don't think we have any more, because like we have one that's gay, but like, we don't count him.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, he's already out. He's been out. So
he's been out. So that's what I'm saying. Like realistically, all the men, they basically right now, they live in Seattle. So you already know what that means. If he lived in Georgia or Florida, they either got they get an FBA chick. They got like a Haitian chick, a Jamaican woman, one of the island kind of chicks. But that's it. Like all the women in my family.
Would you let Harry Tubman on your plantation if you're a slave owner?
No.
Damn.
Exactly.
Damn. No. That's deep. Oh man, that's deep.
No. I mean,
that's cold.
That's why. I know. But the thing is, what I know is when they start fussing about it, they actually spread the word of freedom by doing it. Okay. Passport bro. What's the passport bro? Let me look. Oh shit. Okay, I can do this. Oh, what they talk about is nonsense. Let me go find out myself. You just spread it. That's why I call it.
I spread it to my little nephew and stuff. I was like, "Hey man, go do this and do this and do this," and he was like, "I'm trying to come out there with you, cuz." I was like, "Hey, well, one day you get your money if you can." So
yeah, they should start spreading the ideas and start breaking up the socialization.
Yeah, because I can see it, because like they really trying to get my little nephew. They really trying to beat him in. I'm trying to get him to come out.
I mean, I'm trying to all societies do the exact same thing. You have to socialize people for that society, and when something comes in that will actually wreck that socialization, you fight against it. It's obvious, okay? Everybody does it.
It is what it is. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm aware of it now. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you think the Chinese are so strict about what information comes into their country?
Yeah, it makes sense now.
You have to.
Yeah,
you have to at this point. If you don't, man, if you do not have open lines of communication without any supervision, that's dangerous.
And it's the thing is, okay, people says I'm delusional. People says all this kind of stuff. Well, show me data. Prove me wrong. Not say I'm wrong. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Prove
Chinese have the culture police.
Yeah, they do for a reason.
Yep.
And they will come look for your ass too.
And
the UK is not too far behind that shit either, because they will come look for you if you get out of pocket. Okay.
Overseas, black females think they can do what we do, but feminism has given them a gynocracy, and BGS said it best. The only place where those gynocratic rules and way of life work is on black men.
They have to be socialized. That's keeping the
right.
That's why they don't like dating white women.
Gynocratic standards is what I meant.
Yeah, because
BGS said, been telling us for decades, it only works on black men.
It only works on black men. Yeah,
they try to take that shit to white men, and now they trying to take it to Thailand. It doesn't work over there.
No, it doesn't.
Man, I heard stuff. They going out there to Thailand. Them Thai men looking at her like, girl, you gotta remember, Thai men are really kind of skinny. Like, you know, these ain't small dudes, but they ain't big dudes either. Like, so. Like, if you 180 pounds and the average Thai man is like
140, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the women that were over in Thailand were bigger, they were taller, they were heavier than most of the Thai men. A lot of those women were just it's just, and they just in the wrong. It's just they're not thinking of what they're doing, because they say these Thai guys are not looking for them. They're trying to date American guys. The American guys are looking for Thai women or other women. Yeah. And so they just and the reason why they're over there is because they feel they have some money, they feel safe, but you know, it's just they're not thinking.
That's why you don't see black guys going to Jamaica looking for women. You don't see black guys going to Jamaica trying to trick and look for women. They don't do that. They don't want them down there. Okay. Get the same shit here.
It's the same shit here, basically. Like, they cook a little better though.
Yeah, dude. But the thing is, why go down to Jamaica to actually get a woman? I want something different. Okay.
Broski. Hey, honestly, what they're cooking is gonna have you like not seeing all your years, bro. Like they're not cooking healthy. Like, I mean, do you notice most Jamaican women? They're bigger, they're heavy. You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna cheat on you.
Yeah. No, I believe in the cheating on me part. Now, for what I'm gonna say, for what I've seen, the most Jamaican people that I've seen, they cook pretty healthy on a. That's what I've seen.
The thing is, the way they cook is according to the work they have to do. They're raised in doing hard manual labor. Okay, that's what actually kills you more faster than the food does.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that's what they used to call their food strong back food and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. That's why my grandma taught me that when I was young. Okay, that's why you cook that way.
Hey, BGS. The last time I went out in Colombia, we were 28 deep because all her sisters, their husbands, and their friends, we all went out. We took over the bar. I was like, wait, how do y'all do this? They were like, come on down to the bar. It was all of them. It was like just like a family reunion.
Very family oriented. Very connected.
Yeah, we roll out in big groups. Big groups.
Yeah, BGS. Do you not think that the UK and US they may as well do polygamy and polyamory?
No, it's not going to work.
Why not?
It's not going to work. It's because your society's not set up for it.
I can tell you another reason it's not going to work, bro, is because something like this. If you still got 10 bad women, bro, who want 10 bad women?
The thing is, the Northern European society is based on nuclear families, okay? They're not extended families, okay? So to break that up, and your whole structure, city structure is based on nuclear families. To actually do that, they had to redo the whole structure.
10 rotten apples is still 10 rotten apples.
That's like when black slaves or black people from Jim Crow came to the North, started breaking up their families, okay? It's because their extended kinship family structure cannot survive urban environments. That's what they found out in '68. Okay, so it started to dissipate.
And another thing too, the ego and the pride. Like the ego and the pride, the black man, he's black. Like honestly, as long as the other woman doesn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're a player, you can have about 7 women.
You
can have that rotation.
You can have it rotate, but the thing is what's going to happen. Okay, just say for instance that it's equally divided between men and women. Okay, and one guy has 7. Okay, what do the other 7 guys have? Other 7 guys have? They don't have women. What do they do?
Yeah, they're gonna turn over to society again.
No, or they don't have to turn. They just leave.
Yeah,
yeah. And what happened to your society when 70% of your men leave?
Man, you talk about it all the
One time. What's going to happen to it?
You lose productivity. You lose productivity a little bit. That's what I'm saying. So I do understand what you're saying and why that's important. Like I say, you keep it to like a 1-2 limit. Like you get 2 women and we leave it at that. Personally,
even with productivity, okay. Even with productivity, okay. What's going to happen?
BTS, why is polyamory? Why is polygamy on the rise then?
It's not really on the rise.
It's not on the rise.
It's not. It's basically you have people taking parts of polygamy, and it's a minority of people engaging in it. Most people in America engage in serial monogamy.
The only reason it's called polygamy and it does work is because the women are actually more polygamous or polygyny than you are. They're fucking 4 or 5 guys. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You just it's one big open relationship. Okay. So the guy that doesn't have a woman on paper, he's still getting his, probably from 2 or 3.
Correct.
And I was just going to say that because, like, I don't know, I hate to tell folks when I was on the visit in Japan, the way I started really seeing how Japanese women move, man, like that shit is scary and vicious, bro.
How do they move? I don't know.
Like, put like this now. That put like this depends on how the lady is, how good she looking is, right? So she at her boss, at her job, she does have that 1 or 2 guys she may necessarily make. She may be fucking, she may not be fucking, right? So she got that. Let's do the I don't know what you want to call that one dude, right? That's him, right? Then there's usually the quote unquote the good looking guy, right? See what I'm saying? Whatever, right? That's always in the background. Or the old flame would depend on, he may be married, maybe not married, whatever, right? That's one guy. Right? Then she got usually another, let's say, a store guy like that. I don't know if you want to call it like the grocery store guy, right? So basically, his whole job is like, all right, well, if it's free deals that's down there, basically, she get the hookup on all that, right? So that's basically the other dude that she fucking, right? And then let's say she got like time for like spare dudes, like random spare dudes that she can fit into the system. And that's usually how it goes, necessarily, right? And when you sit there kind of like noticing that, and it's like,
and for the most part, most societies, most guys cannot afford to be polygamous, right? According to the rules, you can't afford to take 4 or 5 women. Right. You can't afford to take care of one.
Yeah, because I'll keep people said I want polygyny. I'm like, bro, the amount of work it coming to feed 4 women is incredible.
And their offspring, okay?
And their offspring, right? Like it couldn't be one man. It would have to be a team of dudes because you would need one dude out here fixing this while the other dude out here hunting this while somebody out here fishing this while somebody. You need a whole system.
And most people suggest things that are not well thought out. Okay.
Yeah. So most of the polygyny that you see now
having polygamy like that.
So what?
The majority of the
one at a time. Who's first?
I was saying only the 1% could be able to have 4 wives.
4 or 5 wives. And the way it works in Africa, right? Basically, okay, you have a rich men that share a bunch of women, okay? They have a bunch of women, right? And a bunch of poor guys that share a woman, okay? It was called a village wife, okay? Now she has sex with all these guys. Go ahead.
BGS, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's the world standard. The more I really sat there and really looked at Japan, it's the same setup. It's right. It's like they got like, what was it? Let's say the rich dudes. They got their little harem of women. That's like 30 or 40 of them, whatever. They kind of get passed around them 30 dudes. Well, whatever set of dudes, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like I'm gonna call it the next tier of women, whatever, right? They all sharing. These women are actively fucking all different guys, but they acting like they ain't. But they claiming to be monogamous, right? See what I'm saying, right? And that's really the gene pool, if you want to be honest with you. That's really what it is.
Polygamous societies, basically what happens, especially because the Mormons tried it for a long time, you know, with multiple wives and shit like that. They had to abandon it because the guys would actually leave. I'm not going to stay here and be alone, or stay here and not have benefits. Okay, they're going to leave. Okay, what happens when the men leave?
Yeah, basically that's basically what happened. Because like, because I'm understanding. It took me a minute to figure out when people saying like, nah, in Japanese society, which K was word they keep using. It's very homogenous society, and
Homogenous. Yeah.
And no. When you actually there in the country, they focus on that word homogenous. I couldn't figure out after what they really meant behind it. What they really meant is behind it. We know we fucking each other around here necessarily. We know these women out here cheating necessarily, and we know. I'm pretty sure we got some She probably had like 4 or 5 goddamn kids that ain't probably related to that one dude necessarily. So we say homogenous necessarily because everything ain't sticking out.
An homogenous society is very normal. China's probably more homogenous than Japan is. Okay, it's like 98%. Yeah.
No, but this is going on. When they say homogenous, that's really what they mean because
no, that's not what it's not what they mean.
No. I understand what you're saying. But what I mean is like that's what that's the hidden behind the word, but because they already understand it, it's a lot of quote unquote interfolks. All right,
no.
There's not a lot of kids coming out.
No. The homogenous society means you intermarry, become one group of people. That's normal.
So what you're saying? You're seeing it go down.
What admixtures for it become one people. It's homogenous. Okay. Which is normal.
What you're seeing in France and Sweden, they already said it. Like guys aren't the fathers of the children.
Yeah.
So the women are getting pregnant by other guys, and they refuse to do blood tests out there because they don't want to break their society. But what we're seeing when people are talking about polygamy or polygamous is the women are agreeing to work with each other. So it's not really the male.
Yeah.
That's in this. The women are agreeing to this, and he's just the extra benefit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even. How would you classify this?
The thing is, modern societies cannot work that way. Okay.
Yeah, costs too much.
Because you can't raise proper children that way. Okay. You can't raise a guy with 50 wives cannot raise children. Father all those children. It's impossible. It's better to have one husband and one wife and to actually raise the children. Okay.
Are you aware?
One at a time. Go ahead.
It's easier to have a side chick to go out on Saturday.
Even if you have a side chick, you want a one husband and one wife inside a quote unquote marriage. Okay, that's actually works better. Why it exists this way? Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I was going to say, are you aware that Elon Musk at the end of his life said that he would like to have about, I think it's 40 children?
He can afford it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So obviously the poly would work better with men who are high value, 6 figures and up.
And what? Okay, how many Elon Musk is a percentage existing even in the United States?
Less than 1%. Obviously,
0.00 something, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm not. That's why I said the 6-figure dude.
No, 6-figure dudes can't afford to do that shit. Okay.
Yeah, you're still not doing the social math. Like I think you would apply this. If every dude is, let's say, quote unquote, they may not be getting like 40 fucking wives or whatever, right? You may not have that, but let's say they got 10, bro. If you do the mathematically, it's gonna be an imbalance. Then your society, so you're gonna have
well, I'm not saying 10 wives. I'm saying most people that are gonna do. Hang a minute. The people who are gonna do poly are not gonna have more than 2 or 3 wives.
And Elon Musk's wives are not actively dating or fucking him, is he? Are they?
No, exactly.
And Elon Musk doesn't have any wives. He just has women that he gets pregnant and set up for life.
He's
a baby daddy, but baby mamas also date and marry and hook up with other dudes. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So you still have that imbalance, bro, because you got so many dudes that you got so many chicks that say, like you said, it may not be, it may be 40 for Elon, maybe 5 for another, but you do 5 times 1,000 more times, bro.
Can you base a society of 300 million people on Elon Musk?
No.
I'm asking
No,
him.
we can't do that.
How many millions of people in the UK?
In the UK, there's 80 million people.
Can you base 80 million of society, 80 million people on Elon Musk?
No, you can't.
Polygamy doesn't work. That's how come they don't actually actively encourage it.
But what my point is that people, in a sense, people do it. Most women complain that men cheat, and now we'll find that most men are realizing that women cheat more than men.
Polygamy is sanctioned and legal. Is this sanctioned and legal in the UK?
No, it's not sanctioned and legal. But I'm trying to say it comes in different forms because you have are you aware that you have open relationships?
Okay,
you have
go ahead.
open relationships.
Okay, go ahead, man. Okay.
Yeah. And you have situationships. Hang on a minute. When we look at our fathers and our
what percentage
grandmas and our grandpas,
what percentage
grandpa always had a side chick.
Go ahead, man.
They had a side chick.
Give me numbers, man. Give me numbers, okay?
Most of our grandmas and most of our grandpas had a side piece.
That's a side piece, okay? And she's probably married
so
to somebody else.
In a sense, it's a polygamy, isn't it?
No, it's not. A gammy is actually an organized system, okay?
Yes. When did the word most become a number? Most. What does most quantify?
It's called feminism, okay? When you say a gammy, a polygamy, or something like, or monogamy, it's a system of behavior.
We can
right?
even say polyamory. We can even say polyamory.
Polyamory is not a gammy. It's not a system. Okay, it's not a system. It's a behavior, but it's not a system. Okay, you cannot base a polygamy on a system, right? Okay, what happens? What happens when actually DNA comes into play? What happens to the kids?
Like I keep saying, it's the reason when y'all
No. But what happens with the kids, especially with DNA, when the guy finds that he's raising somebody else's kid?
Murder was the case that she gave me. Murder.
You're gonna find less polyamory and polygamy with DNA than you did before.
Like I keep saying it, bro. Like when they said in Uganda, bro, if you introduce DNA testing to Uganda, we're gonna destroy the fabric of society. When I heard that, I knew them girls out there was hoeing, bro.
Okay. With UK Arsenal, would you be fine being in a committed relationship with your woman fucking other people?
No. It would be made.
Why? Why?
I just wouldn't. No.
No. You got to have a reason why. It just doesn't work for me. Okay, that's feelings. Okay.
Well, okay. Well, let's see with it. If she comes back and says that she's pregnant and said it's mine.
Okay. That's one reason. So that's the only reason.
No, it's because a man's nature. A man's nature is territorial.
No. Hang on a minute. That woman belongs to me. I don't want to share her with other men. Otherwise, I'll be in an open relationship.
But didn't you just say polyamory and polygamy would be good for the UK as a society?
Yeah, the UK and the US. I'm saying for some people. Yeah, I'm not.
No. That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
I'm just saying.
That's not what you said. Is that what he said before?
No.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But what I mean, obviously, I'm not saying for every single person.
I didn't say
that's
for
what you said.
It's a broad group, okay, and you're not comfortable with it. Why are you actually advocating for it?
I'm saying I think it would solve a lot of the issue because I'm saying monogamy is failed miserably.
No. Hold on.
Hang on a minute. BGS.
UK. Calm down, man. Slow down.
I am calm.
No, you're not. Slow down. Slow down. Okay. You're talking over people. Calm down. Okay. We ask you a simple question. You're not for that shit. How many people are actually for that shit? Polygamy.
All right then. So BGS, why do you think? Why do you think?
Let me finish. God damn it. How many guys in the UK are cool with having their woman fuck other people?
Getting blasted in.
Knowingly. Now hold on. Knowingly. Give me a percentage. How many guys are cool with that?
0.
No.
Hang on a minute. Most guys are not Most guys are not cool with it, but you watch
51.
swinging.
Hold on. 51%, 60%, 70%. What percentage do you think? Give me a percentage.
Numbers.
80% of men wouldn't be cool with it.
So the shit not gonna work.
There's your answer.
You killed your own argument. That's why it won't work.
I'm not true my own argument.
I'm asking you a question.
Let me talk.
You can't go to the man.
You got 2 minutes, man. Go ahead and talk. You got 2 minutes. Go make your point.
All right, yeah, cool. Right. So why do you think swinging is popular? Why like I was saying, you know, a lot of men cheat, a lot of women cheat. So I think in a sense people are already practicing in some sort of poly kind of thing anyway, or more. So, and like I say, the poly situation is on the rise. Open relationships are on the rise.
Where is swinging talking?
No. He got another minute. Let him finish.
Okay.
Got another minute.
Yeah. So
let him talk himself into a hole. Go ahead. Finish.
I've been to all sorts, so I can talk the way how I talk. I've done swinging. I've done dogging.
No. Okay, no, let him finish.
Yeah.
What he's saying is bullshit. I actually read poly journals. Most of that shit doesn't work. Why? Somebody gets jealous. Somebody falls in love and runs off. Okay, shit doesn't work. That's less than 1% of people. Less than 1%.
You know, you got people in poly. You got YouTubers who are in poly relationships, like Ringo TV.
It don't work there. Most of that shit.
I read the fucking stats out of their own mouths. Less than 1% of this shit actually works. Less than 1%.
I'm just gonna be honest because most people don't have the emotional. I'm gonna be honest. Most women don't have the emotional
or men
intelligence really, or men. I'm just saying in general. I would say most men would do it better, but from what I've just seen in general, most women don't have the mental capacity to really know how to actually do that, have that kind of relationship. That's just on the women I've seen, right? And then most men, like I said, you have to probably train them from like childhood. If you train them like 10 years old, they got like a certain personality, you probably could adapt to it.
What I'm saying is, what man is actually going to take a woman seriously that she's fucking 5 other dudes?
Not gonna happen. Never
happen. You're gonna take her seriously? Are you gonna marry that woman?
Nah.
Are you gonna live with that woman?
Probably. I mean, if you would define live with, you mean like in the same dwelling?
No, we're in the same dwelling. We're sharing bills and shit like that.
Oh, because at that point I'm looking at it like a roommate. That ain't no.
BGS. Explain. All right, then explain this to me. Why do 50% of women that are married have a backup option?
Because they're hoes, bro.
Okay. What I'm saying is
have a backup option. What do you think's happening? They're sleeping with that man every now and again.
Is she telling?
In case they file for divorce?
Is she telling her husband that she's sleeping with this dude?
Obviously, she's not.
Why?
Why do you think women leave marriages at 80-90%?
Why is she not telling him?
This is insane.
Why
because women are trying to be like men.
No, he'll leave. He won't stay with her.
Of course he'll leave. I'm just trying. No. Hang on a minute, BJ.
No.
Men are most likely going to leave. Yeah? Most men don't leave women.
Yes, they do.
Bro,
why is it that women leave 80-90% of the time?
I asked you, would you be cool knowing that your wife or your girlfriend has to fucking another dude? Would they be cool?
Said no.
What would you do if she did?
You leave her.
Personally, I would leave. No. Answer the statistics say that. You're wrong. The statistics say that they stay.
That's the question I asked you. No, they wouldn't. They leave. They left. They don't stay with her.
I'm out of here.
Oh my God.
Bro, I mean, but like at this point, man, it's just better to go ahead and say I made a mistake, bro, and just own up to it. Because right now, you kind of embarrass yourself.
You disprove your own argument. Dude, I've been doing this shit for 20 years. I know better. I don't just sit here. I don't just sit. I don't just sit up here and talk. I read. Right?
BGS, tell me the stats of men that leave their women.
What?
Okay.
In marriage. Whoa.
Okay, when women file for divorce, men don't leave is because they're committed to the marriage. Okay, but they're not going to stay with a woman that's actually cheating on them openly.
Correct.
Women cheat. Women cheat better than men.
Calm down. It doesn't matter. She's not gonna openly cheat with no dude. Okay,
yep. You changing subjects, dude.
Yeah. Her life, London.
You wouldn't do it. How many of your friends will actually say what a man did with her fucking two or three other dudes, or your friends that you know?
Exactly.
London, why are you silent now, bro?
No,
hang a minute. I have a friend called Michael who stayed with his woman, yeah? And he more or less found out that she was cheating.
He found is she still cheating openly?
Is she actively cheating on that man like
openly?
Do they have kids together?
No, they don't have kids together. But
that's not the question we asked you, bro. We asked you the question: is this person named Michael?
Is she still actively sleeping with other men?
Not as far as I'm aware of, but I don't know. Let me tell you. I live in.
No. Hold on. Hey, stop.
I live in Bristol, so obviously I'm not around.
Stop. Okay. Why did he stay with her?
Come on, answer the question, brother.
Well, he stayed with her because he relies on her. That's probably.
Oh shit!
So did he allow her to actually keep the man?
No, what's your definition of rely?
Hold on. Do you allow her to keep the man?
Come on,
I answered your question.
Answer it.
I answered it. I said
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You didn't. That's as far as I know.
No, dude, I listened very carefully. You didn't answer.
You don't. I said that she stayed. I don't know anything else different. I don't.
Well, say
I'm not in her life.
Say I don't know then. And don't use him.
Yeah, then how you gonna bring up Michael, bro? That's not cool, bro.
Is he the only example you got?
He found out he was cheating, okay, and he took her back, okay.
Yes. So they split and they took her back.
Whoa! Is she still openly doing it?
I answered your question. You asked me the same question.
You
I don't know.
You don't.
Not as far as I know.
You're
asking me dumb questions.
No, it's not a dumb question.
That's not a dumb question, bro.
That is not a dumb question. The answer is moot then.
He gave an exception to the rule. He's using it as the rule.
Hey, thank you. He brought up
hang on a minute.
Hold on.
Hang on a minute. If a man cheats on a woman, does he stop cheating? Most of the time, he doesn't. Yeah, he just gets smarter. Just like how.
You're changing the genders. You're changing the subject.
Okay, Mike.
They just get smarter.
UK. Okay. Would that woman openly allow that man to cheat on her? Openly. As a
main word was open, bro.
Now, a rich dude can do that shit because she wants to keep that money. Okay, rich dude can do that shit. Okay, an average dude can he openly cheat on his wife openly?
Hey, BGS, I have a great question.
No, obviously he can't openly. Nobody does stuff openly. It's a silly thing to say. Nobody openly does.
Within polyamory, then polyamory and polygamy does not work. Okay, as a system. Okay, doesn't work. That's why they don't do it. That's why people cheat the game. Okay, or cheat.
That's why we call it cheating.
Right? Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, so London or UK. So my question about Michael, can you describe his race? Is Michael white? Is he Pakistani?
No, he's black. He's black.
What is he, bro?
He's black.
This guy.
He's black.
He's black.
He's black.
Like, is he Jamaican? No, I'm asking you, is he Jamaican in descent? Is he Nigerian? How well do you know Michael? Like,
he's my
his
friend.
ancestry, bro?
He's my friend.
How well do you know your friend?
How long
I know
do you
him
know
well
him?
enough because I met him when I was
How
taxiing.
well do you know your friend? Is you like your best friend, like your mate?
He's not my best friend, but I don't know what relevance this is.
In other words, we should know more about his circumstances than this.
If you're gonna use them as an example.
No, I use him as an example.
Exactly.
We live in a different area. We don't live in the same area. In other words,
you don't know.
Just like how you have New York and you have California. It's like
you don't know him that well. They have
You obviously don't know him that well.
I'm not around him every day. I'm not around his wife.
They have
telephones every day, so I don't know what she does.
They have telephones. They have emails. They have voice chat. They have all kind of shit, man. You can find out.
I'm saying what he's told me.
Exactly. You don't know him. You don't know him that well. You don't know him that well.
Bro, that's wild, bro. I actually.
I know him well. I haven't told you. I haven't
It's
told
easy
you
to make it,
95% of the things about him. But
No,
I only said that his woman cheated, and then you started asking me about
why
is he this? Is he that? Is he this? Is he that?
Is
It's irrelevant.
Hey! No, it's not irrelevant. There's a reason for that. There's a reason I asked this goddamn thing. Okay, it's not irrelevant. Okay, men take cheating women back all the time if she stops openly doing that shit. Okay, they do it all the time. Okay. Because it's too expensive to get rid of her. They'll accept it back under conditions. That's what counseling and all that kind of shit is for, right? But men do it all the time. It's called cost benefit analysis, right?
Yeah.
I got a house, I got a mortgage, I got 3 fucking kids that actually need a mother. Okay. Yeah. I know how I feel, but thing is, what's the downside to that? So men think logically, okay, it's better for me to actually forgive her and keep her.
Yeah, it's cheaper to keep her.
They wrote a whole song about it called
BGS, what do most men do if they caught their woman cheating? They'll attack the guy who's cheating.
UK, stop over talking people, okay?
Yeah, UK. Brother, you gotta fall back a little bit, pour you some hot Earl Grey, kick your feet up, relax a little bit, brother. With love from the States, brother.
You just jumped over like 4 people by doing that, okay? I know you want to get shit out. The thing is, you already killed your argument, but it's okay, okay?
Hey, BJS.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I apologize, man. This is all my fault. I just wanted a quick link for the hot second. You say you were going to go 30 minutes. You had 3 hours now. This is on me, man. You can put it on me, brother.
The thing is, you killed your own freaking argument, man, by what you said about your own personal life, okay?
I don't understand what about this topic, today's lesson, that made so many people want to come out to argue against you. You know what I mean? I caught up on all your video. I was watching it like 2.5 speed. And I just realized how many people's been arguing with you the whole time. It's just,
It's because the shit that bothers them will come up, okay, get activated, right? And branch out into something else, okay? I've been studying this shit since I was fucking 15 years old. That's like over 50 years, man. I know better, okay? I've seen this shit. Too many women, okay? I know why you guys take women back and actually dump them, okay? You cannot do this shit openly.
Because I keep trying to tell these cats, like when I but like they have like if go down to like northern Nigeria, they heavy on the polygamy, right? I know a guy, right? He has 10. I think he has 10 wives. I think he had like 30 or 40 some children, right?
Yeah.
Like, but when he got, I think when the eldest son got to age and said, right, when he got to like 20 or whatever, 23 with it, right? He was like, he got all the family DNA tested. He was like, man, 12 of these kids belong to my dad. That's good. That's good odds.
Yeah.
So he already knew. He already knew as one of the eldest children. He was like, I'm pretty sure some of these kids ain't gonna be my father.
Of course, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So like even when I hear people say quote unquote a polygamy and whatnot, I really be honest. I'm on to God. I'm like, then you still getting F. You getting F in the worst way because God forbid you only have 1 cheating woman. Now you got 8 cheating women necessarily, right? And you paying for all of them. Oh God,
it's because society is set up for that. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Big facts. Hey, you said it. I'm the eldest. I'm Haitian. My dad, man, he did it. He did. I think there was the old school way that they used to do it here in the States back in like the 40s. He'll have a girl on that side of the city, a girl on that side of the city.
Yeah.
You know, found out my father passed. He passed kind of young, a couple years ago. It was like 63, and then it was after he passed we found out we had about like three or four other siblings around. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's dependent on the culture, you know, and how the culture kind of revolves around. And he was doing.
I think but them women still gonna do it because even every time I looked in like every civilization, even when he was the king still had the concubines. They still have to have the concubines off from the other people because concubines gonna concubine.
You know, the thing is, you want to make sure that if you're gonna pass down wealth, it's your DNA. That's what you want to do.
Big facts. Legacy.
But it's the thing. The reason in black slave cultures they did that shit is because the men actually died early.
Yeah.
The average age of man was actually 31.
Yeah.
What happens when the father dies too early, and she's still fertile, and she still got kids? You got to find another man.
And it takes time for culture to catch up with, you know.
And sometimes it got to be somebody else's man, as long as you want to help. Okay. That's what happens. Okay.
Yeah, and then back in Haiti too, you know, he was doing pretty well for himself. Like he was sitting on some good money, so
some good money. So he can afford to.
So he can afford to have all them. Exactly.
And most of the Haiti people couldn't. Okay.
Yep.
The average guy couldn't. Okay. There's a reason for that. Anyway.
Hey, bro, when my Nigerian homie told me, he was like, hey, bro, we talked about how many kids was his daddy and how many kids that wasn't, and he was like, those were good odds.
Yeah. It's
that changed my whole perspective on how he looked at his. He said them some good odds. Now I think most of the kids was his dad, but he had like a couple of them kids. Like he was like 3 or 4 of them kids that wasn't his dad. So I'm looking at him like, and his dad most likely paid for all them kids to go to school and everything. But I mean, his dad had money.
Yeah,
but
hey,
bro,
if your society is set up for it and you're willing to accept it, that's fine. Okay, but the West is not. It's not set up for that.
I damn sure ain't, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't paying for no. If I squirt it, I gotta pay for it, bro. If I ain't squirt, I'm not paying for it, boy.
And the modern women are just as bad as the men are as far as cheating and kind of concept.
Yeah,
can even be a boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah, and then they're big on that pre-select shit. Every time I go out with my wife, you don't know how many females my wife is fighting off of me. I turn, she walks away to go to the bathroom and see them females pull up on me. Hey, what's your name? Come on, girl.
Yeah,
you saw my girl here. Come on.
Yeah. And they chase them off in a heartbeat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So if I say you don't want to try that shit in America, bro, like. If you wanted to necessarily make your problems like exponentially worse in America, try that. Like, I really believe try that necessarily. It'll last for about a good 20-30 years now.
Anyway, closing thoughts, folks, so I can get out of here.
Yeah. Let BGS go home. Help his son, grandson out on the school, man. Come on.
Yeah,
y'all got to get off this man's panel.
Yeah. The thing is, you got to recognize when your argument is dead. Hate people keep arguing the same thing. Don't recognize you just killed your own argument. Answer your own question. Okay.
BGS, why the lights off? Because you turned them off. Why the lights off? Because I turned them off.
Turn them off. Hey. Wait a minute. I got one for it. Okay, hold on. Okay. See if I can find her. Okay.
You know, honestly, Michael has nowhere else to go. That's why he kept that.
No, the cost-benefit analysis find out it's cheap. It's better to keep.
It was cheaper to keep her. It was cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, that's all. He didn't do it lightly. Okay, she had to make concessions. Okay. But anyway.
Good evening. Your time now is 10:52. I'm Jeanette Reyes. We told you at 7:52. I don't want to hold you. We told you at 8:52. Don't let me keep you. This just into our newsroom. You are not obligated to go to your place of residence as your final destination, but it certainly cannot be here.
Ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. Closing thoughts, folks, real quick.
Hey, I appreciate you taking me up for 2 times in a row, BJS. You have a good night, all right?
All right, appreciate you.
Panel, peace out.
I'm going to go ahead and say appreciate everybody. Appreciate BJS to the panel. I'm in this Theo class. It's been whooping my ass for the last little bit, so this is my first off day. So I'm enjoying my off day today.
It's cost-benefit analysis. It's worth it. Okay?
So I'm going to go ahead and say appreciate that to everybody. I'm going to go back to studying. All right.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah. I would say, man, use your passport, make a plan.
Yeah.
Either I mean, become a trader, do whatever you need to do. Theo is the man. Keep learning every day. Making plans, travel, get up out of here. Thank you, BGS.
Yeah. Hey, go where the ground is fertile, man.
Yeah, where you want it.
Where you want it. Yeah. Not where you tolerate it. Okay.
Go where you
Yes, sir.
celebrate it and not tolerate
Where you
it.
tolerate it. Exactly. That's one thing I agree with her. Okay. Anybody else? Nope. All right. We are gone. Okay.
Chaos. They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with
Must reign